While Florida is known for so many things, its subtropical climate makes it one of the most exotic places in the continental United States. Some of the most interesting plants in all of the world can grow here. It's no wonder that Florida is home to some of the most beautiful botanical gardens in the country. And for the last 4 years, our family has been exploring Florida, and we have come up with a list of our favorite botanical gardens in the entire state. Coming in first on our list is Villa Vizcaya in Miami, Florida. Villa Vizcaya was built by James Deering in a Mediterranean revival architectural style and is considered to be one of the best examples of this architectural style in the United States. The mansion itself harkens back to the Gilded Age and is quite beautiful, but that is to say nothing of the gardens out back. These absolutely breathtaking gardens feature a variety of plants, trees, and flowers, including azaleas, bougainvillea, and palm trees. As soon as you enter these gardens, you're going to feel as though you've been transported to Europe. And coming in next on our list, the 170-acre Naples Botanical Garden located in Naples, Florida, is quite easily one of the most beautiful gardens in the entire state of Florida. This incredible garden is punctuated with color throughout. And some of my favorite themes in the garden were the Caribbean garden, complete with its singing swing set, the Florida garden with its beautiful pavilions, the succulent garden with its desert-like landscape, and most especially the Asian garden, which has a beautiful combination of Asian architecture, beautiful plants, and water features. Oh, and I can't forget the Brazilian section of the garden, the most prominent feature of which is this beautiful waterfall. One thing is for certain, for all garden enthusiasts, there is no shortage of botanical beauty at Naples Botanical Garden. The Marie Selby Botanical Gardens are located in Sarasota, Florida. Marie Selby was a well-known collector of tropical plants, and she donated her collection to the city of Sarasota for public enjoyment. While the Marie Selby Botanical Gardens features several different types of gardens, it includes one of the most impressive orchid collections in the entire world. You'll also find an arid garden with cacti and other succulents native to South Africa as well as Australia, Chile, and Mexico. One of our favorite aspects of this garden is that it overlooked the Sarasota Bay. These waterfront views with downtown Sarasota in the background were absolutely breathtaking. Since we are family travelers, our children absolutely love the children's portion of the garden. This section of the garden contains some interactive elements. Another highlight of the day was strolling over to the Japanese section of the garden where Vivian could feed the koi fish. Lou Gardens is located in Orlando, Florida. This garden is located just minutes from downtown Orlando, and it is Orlando's premier botanical garden. In the midst of the garden is the home of Harry P. Lou. This garden actually began when the Lous, as they were traveling the world, collected plants, adding those plants to the landscaping around their home. Over time, this collection of plants grew and turned into Lou Gardens as we have it today. While there are an interesting number of specific plant collections and exhibits throughout this garden, a couple that were the most interesting were the vegetable garden and the butterfly garden. There was also an exhibit dedicated to landscaping design inspiration, one for domestic settings and another for urban settings. Visiting this garden would be a great resource for those who have newly moved to Florida and are looking for inspiration for their landscaping. Murakami Museum and Gardens is located in Delray, Florida. This museum and gardens, founded by Dr. Seizo Murakami in 1977, are dedicated to the preservation of Japanese art and culture in Florida. In this garden, you'll be fully immersed in Japanese culture and feel as though you have been transported to a different place and time. Each exhibit in the garden is intended to teach you something about Japanese garden design and Japanese heritage and culture. Mounts Botanical Gardens is a 30-acre garden located in West Palm Beach, Florida. It contains plants and species from all over the world. This garden contains a beautiful arrangement of landscaping design. Our favorite parts were the stick fort located in the middle of the garden and the butterfly garden. One interesting attribute of this garden is that it is located within very short distance of Palm Beach International Airport, so planes are constantly zipping overhead. While this might make for a slightly noisy botanical garden experience, it is nice that you can find a great place to relax within short walking distance of the Palm Beach International Airport. Another unique garden in Florida is Bok Tower Gardens, located in Lake Wales, Florida. Bok Tower Gardens is a National Historic Landmark, and it was built by Edward W. Bok. His intention was to create an environment dedicated to nature, serenity, and beauty. While this garden doesn't have the same ornate landscaping that's found in some of the other gardens, it is a relaxing place to walk and enjoy the serene overlook of the citrus orchards below. There is a fun children's area to explore. Our children particularly enjoyed the sandbox and this decommissioned tractor. But the central focal piece of this garden is Bok Tower. The tower is home to 23 carillon bells, and if you time your visit just right, you can enjoy a live concert. Certainly one of the most exotic locations on our list is McKee Botanical Gardens. McKee Botanical Gardens was one of the earliest tourist attractions in Florida. It opened in 1932, aptly named McKee Jungle Gardens. At that time, it was home to a number of animals, including monkeys. Over time, all of the attractions of Central Florida began to draw visitors away from McKee Botanical Gardens and other similar attractions across Florida. As a result, McKee fell into disrepair. Eventually, the gardens were reclaimed and made available to the public again. Today, this lush tropical setting contains more than 10,000 plants. And the garden is probably best known for its unique collection of water lilies. Strolling McKee Botanical Gardens feels quite a bit like exploring the jungles of a foreign nation. And last but not least on our list is Gainesville, Florida's Kanapaha Botanical Gardens. Kanapaha Botanical Gardens contains various picturesque garden settings. This one surrounding the gazebo was perhaps one of our favorites and is perfect for weddings. Another one of the garden's standout features is this Asian garden with a giant collection of bamboo. And while we had probably seen these in other gardens, the platter lilies here really stood out to us. The leaves of these lilies can reach up to 6 feet in diameter. And of course, Vivian's favorite feature of the garden was the children's garden. And what child wouldn't love playing on this playground? Does Piercy like the children's garden?
Oh yeah, he's having a great time.
For more great videos about these and even more botanical gardens, click this playlist right here.